Hey there, everybody! Oh, God. Okay, I need to seriously write my intro on a fucking sticky note. Hey, hi, and double net, everybody. This is Pika here, and I'm here to present to you Part 3 of Chaos Head. Now, unfortunately, if you're wondering where the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team is, basically, what happened last Saturday was I was going to record it, but then somehow my internet got... Basically, we were without it for an entire night. In half Sunday, so yeah, and it's like then school started, it's like blah. But basically, what's gonna happen tonight is that while uploading this as well, and I'm sorry if you can hear my brother in the background, it's like 8:04 and he doesn't shut up, but basically Chaos Head is gonna be tonight, and then Kataba Shoujo, but then tomorrow's gonna be Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I don't know if I will provide 1 or 2 videos. It just depends, I guess, because I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow and all that other good stuff, so yay. Alright, so what happened last time in Chaos Head was that basically we met Daisuke, and basically we were in an alleyway and we heard a hammering noise. Alright. I was gonna say, what the hell? Alright. Gotta remember, it's been a week since I've done this. Alright. So I turned the corner, and what leapt into my eyes was floating up out of the darkness, a brilliant red. Oh my god. My first reaction was to think, I've seen this object d'art somewhere before. That, and it doesn't look real. Some of the scrolls holding together my heart might have gotten blasted away. My senses might have gone numb. If I were my usual self, terror would have made me let out a pathetic scream, collapse, and urinate on the spot. An objet d'art like a hedgehog or a bunch of flower arranging needles. A myriad I think that's a typo right there. A myriad of stakes kept it stuck to the wall. As I gazed mindlessly at it, I realized that a huge quantity of red blood was flowing from the mountain of stakes. The brilliant red I had initially seen was a puddle of blood, lit by the weakened light of the street lamps that just barely reached it. That red let off a slick luster. Moreover, a bunch of shiny, flesh-like lumps that I couldn't identify were lying around. I started to suck in my breath, but at some point my throat had dried up and not a single drop of saliva ran down it. I realized that the thing pinned by the stakes was a human corpse. It was done too immorally, too mercilessly, too thoroughly. And the one who had done so, the one who had driven this many stakes into the concrete, was a single girl. If I were to say how I knew that, because a girl gripping a bundle of stakes with scarlet painted hands was, at this very moment, standing stone from the objet d'art. Since her back was facing me, I couldn't tell what kind of expression she was making. But the uniform she wore was from Suime. The rotten garbage-like smell I had sensed earlier reached my nose more and more vividly, making nausea come at me in intervals. Unable to tolerate it, I covered my mouth and struggled to keep my stomach acid from bursting out. At that point, I finally remembered the origin of my jamais vu, the feeling that I had seen this somewhere before. I raised my voice without meaning to, without realizing that such an action was fatal. At the sound of my voice, her blood-dyed shoulders shivered, and she slowly turned to face me. Soulless eyes, goddamn. Her gaze pierced through me, such dark eyes. She had killed somebody. Man, she's got... Man, that's creepy! It's like she's... Like, you know how in anime, like, you can tell that someone has a soul or life in their eyes? When basically they have, like, actual pupils in the eye, in the light just shining? This is creepy. Seriously, it's like, you don't see this look unless you're dead. Or you're about to die. God, this is creepy! She looked at me, widening her eyes as though shocked, and shifted to a tearful smile and squeezed her voice out. That's what I mean! She murmured. Glad? What was there to be glad about? More importantly, in a situation like this, why would she see me and smile? Her meaning was unclear. It was so unclear that something cold ran down my spine and I hastily averted my eyes. I reflexively thought, I don't want to get caught up in anything weird. I couldn't talk to real girls while looking at them in the eye, and even setting that aside, she was unmistakably a murderer. The police would come soon and I was hungry. Right, that's why I should go home. I should leave right this second. If not, I'll go insane. How do you know my name? She abruptly called my name, even though it was the first time we'd met and I hadn't given her my name. As she watched me, her lips twisted in a horrifically fearless smile, like those of a demon. What the fuck? I can't tell, like, that scream was fucking weird, because I always play this with one earbud out so I can hear myself talking. But goddamn, that was weird! I screamed. While screaming, I ran blindly. I went on yelling even as it became hard to breathe, and whatever happened, I desperately kept running. I turned just once to look behind me, but she hadn't come chasing after me. Wait, what? Wait, was that a delusion, or? Wait, what? I was running out of air. I could hear my own painful, ragged breathing. I was sitting in front of my PC monitor. My whole body was drenched in sweat and had soaked through to my clothes. What had happened just now? Had I imagined it? I was about to lose control of my nausea. To suppress it, I took some Coke out of the fridge and poured it in my mouth. It was a very real-seeming delusion, if I do say so myself, but way too girl. Why the fuck would you have a delusion that had so much blood? I still couldn't catch my breath. Would a delusion leave me without enough air? Like hell it would. Something about my right hand fell out of place. I was gripping my fist so tightly that my fingers turned white. I had been utterly unaware I was doing it. My heart pounded, I relaxed my muscles and slowly opened my hand. Why the fuck do you have that?! A single stick rested on the palm of my hand. Frightened, I flung it at the wall. Why do you have that? The stake from before. I had definitely picked up one of the stakes strewn across the street. But why was it here? Hadn't that been a hallucination? I don't understand. That's impossible. Hugging my head, I stumbled aimlessly around my room. For starters, I had to find out whether the ghastly scene I'd witnessed just a little while ago had been reality or the product of my delusions. Or so I thought, but I stepped on a CD case that had fallen on the floor and my foot slipped. I reached out, seeking something to grab onto it, so as to keep myself from falling. What I grasped was the edge of the shelf where my eyes were lined up. Yes! Shit! I thought, but it was already too late. Unable to support myself, I collapsed on the floor. Above me, my prettily, I can't pronounce that word, what the fuck? Arranged figures came pouring down in huge numbers. Oh, god damn it! This was as bad as it got. Everything was at its absolute worst. I stood up, groaning, and checked to see whether my figures were safe. And it broke it neatly in half, despite the fact that I bought this in an online auction at a premium price! I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing at this, but it's just so funny that he gets so worked up over a broken toy. Though I guess I could understand his pain, because it's like, I have possessions that I would get so freaking frustrated if they got destroyed in the tiniest bit. I tried to sort of piece the sword back together, but even if I could line up the broken parts, it would be impossible to completely restore it. With this, it had lost all its value. I still don't understand, like, why it loses its value. I thought it was, like, seriously. Do you seriously only hold financial value over sentimental value? Pissed off, I kicked at my chair. My eyes welled with tears. I shouldn't be laughing, because I understand it. Why did this kind of thing have to happen to me? When did I ever do anything wrong? Flopping heartbrokenly in place, I spent some time looking at my swordless Ignis and getting depressed. Wait, what? When the storm of rage and confusion finished passing through me, her face and the tableau of the Object de Art finally rose up at the back of my brain. The fact that I still had the stake meant it had been reality, not my imagination. I didn't want to, but I had no choice but to acknowledge it. Tomorrow, no doubt, the mass media will be in an uproar. Excuse me. I definitely didn't want to get wrapped up in something like this. Make no mistake, I'd be ruined if I got involved with someone like her. No, rather with that demon. I was already well on the way to self-destruction to begin with. Because I'd brought home a deadly weapon, a precious piece of evidence. It wouldn't be odd for people to suspect me of being the perpetrator. On top of it all, that demon had seen my face. I couldn't run away from this whole affair. Next time, the demon would come after me. For now, I should put my thoughts in order. For my own sake, for the sake of surviving, I had to get organized. Okay. Yes, I don't know. Memory skull. Okay. Shogun equals mystery girl. Mystery girl equals murderer and demon.
あの写真は事件の予告メッセージみたいなものだったんだ。
If not, there was no way she would duplicate the killing method so faithfully. That girl must have begun by using composite photos to meticulously simulate the scene of the crime, and then onto the crime itself, although she'd probably call it her work of art. That's what it means to be a psycho. She must have tried to carry everything out to perfection.
頭がおかしいよ。でもどうしてそれを僕に。そもそもあの女はナイトハルトが僕だってどうやって知った？僕の名前をどうやって知った？
What should I do? That demon would come to kill me soon. I knew it. If she knew my name and email, there was a strong chance that she'd also found out my address. Seated in my chair, I hugged my knees and buried my face in them. The abnormal killing method I'd seen yesterday. When I thought that I might be killed the same way, I couldn't keep my cool in the slightest.
死にたくない死にたくない死にたくない死にたくない死にたくない死にたくない死にたくない死にたくない死にたくない死にたくない死にたくない
And delusion. Oh fuck! Oh my god! Is this the first delusion we had of her, or is this the second? I'm gonna pray right now. God, please help me in this quest to get through this segment. Saratan lay in front of my monitor and smiled at me.
Taki, あなたはこの部屋に引きこもってればいいんだよ。したらあの悪魔だって手出しできないでしょ。
I hate you. I hate you so much.
そのうちに警察がうまく捕まえてくれるって。それまでは誰も信じちゃダメ。誰の言葉にも耳を傾けちゃダメ。悪魔ってさ、人の心の隙間をついてくるのが好きなんだよね。油断すんのはノー。できるっしょ、タッキー。
でもセラ、
逃げるが勝ちってよく言うし。三次元のことなんてきれいさっぱり忘れちゃえばいいさ。あなたには一切関係ないことだって思えば気が楽っしょ。関係ないこと考えたって無駄無駄さ。いいこと教えてあげる。引きこもりって最強なんよ。だって誰にも会わないっしょ。つまり誰にも攻撃されない。これぞ最強の自己防衛法。
Where in your dumbass mind does it make sense that connects hikikomori to self-defense?
だからタッキーは引きこもりになるべき さ。簡単でしょ。
そうかもしれない。
Well said, as expected from a wife of mine. Facing forward, I gently picked at her tongue by her slender waist. No matter how close I brought her to my face, she kept smiling without making a single expression of disgust.
ありがとうセイラ、おかげで勇気が出てきた。そうだよ、3次元なんてクソくらいだ。あの悪魔だって僕みたいなキモオタのことなんて気にも留めてないさ。僕は安全だ。安心して毎日演奏したり好きなアニメを見てれば何の問題もないんだ。
でもさっき言ったみたく油断は禁物だぞ。
うん、分かってるよ。
I won't trust in anyone. I won't listen to anyone. I'll be wary of everything about the third dimension. Do all that and things will turn out okay.
セイラにそこまで心配してもらえて僕は幸せだな。さてと、それじゃ気分直しに演スロット。
Thank God. I don't like her at all. Because based...
杭を打って杭を打って。
A clear voice resounded late at night in Miyashita Park. A pedestrian bridge running across Meiji Highway. Cars passed incessantly beneath it. Leaning against the bridge's railing and showing no sign of being disturbed by the noise of the traffic, the girl they called FES was singing.
闇夜を切り裂き月光を浴びて。
There wasn't a single spectator. If she sang in the streets, over 100 people would stop, wanting to hear more of her voice. But now FES was deliberately, peacefully letting her existence melt away into the curtain of night.
幾千もの鉄鎚は汝の痛みとなりて今解き放たれる。
She was content to simply stand quietly here in this place. By doing so, she might become one with the darkness and be released, if only for a second, from the tainted air of this city called Shibuya. That was the feeling FES had.
やがて叫びは宙に舞い、夜空は赤く染まるだろう。
FES glanced up at the night sky. The clouds that had previously covered it in its entirety were clearing up, little by little, and a trace of moonlight shone through them. But the stars' hesitant winking was erased by Shibuya's blazing city lights.
十字の杭は力となり、やがて聖域へとたどり着く。
FES closed her mouth and slowly raised her hand toward the sky.
その目、誰の目？
Oh my gosh. I kind of like that, that this actually includes segments like that, where, we're basically out of character for a moment, just dive into the minds of other characters. It's fun. Roughly a day later, I was still immersed in Basilad. Depriving myself of time to eat, I single-mindedly focused on releasing Nishijou Takumi and existing as Nightheart. In ESL was a god. There was no need to be frightened by demons. Everyone revered me. I always thought about how wonderful it would be if I could stay forever in such a comforting world.
おお、エンジェルハイロ来たこれ超レアすげえ。
Good God.
これは早速使わないと。装備。おお、キャラの見た目変わった。すげえ、これすげえ。見て見ろってグリム。
There's knocking.
ナイトハルト自重しろ。うっせえ、死ねよ、マジ
Good God, he's as bad as the Call of Duty people!
ちょっと街に戻って見せびらかしてこようかな。
You hear that? Having got my paws on an ultra rare item I'd been searching for forever, I was in hyper mode. My depression had been completely blown away. I'm telling you, an angel hair was a phantasmical item with a drop rate of 0.0001%! Can you please answer the door? Its only effect is to change a character's appearance, and it doesn't have any practices. But on the flip side, since those around you could tell at a glance if you had one, you'd be the object of many envious stares.
やった。ナイトハルトがまた一歩神に近づいた。
こら開け
What a racket. Who the heck's been pounding at my door? So much for wallowing in the joy of snagging a rare item. Don't get in my way.
バカ鬼
That voice. I became dejected the second I heard the familiar voice. No doubt about it, the voice's owner was the assassin that's sent out by my parents. Their little sister Nanami. This is going to be a headache.
開けないとひどいんだからね
I will say this, Nanami's the best little sister. Shit! A stormy period of time was about to start. I really didn't want to open it, but if I didn't, she'd run back to my parents and they'd tell me, "You should give up on living alone after all. Come back home. We miss you. We love you." Okay. This building's owner was, by and large, my dad, so he could put enough pressure on me to chase me out without so much as breaking a sweat. Ugh, it doesn't get any more unreasonable than this. Will you just answer the door? Wail so loud. God damn. She was still violently banging on the door from outside. The walls of my container house were made up of a single sheet of iron plating, so sounds echoed around to an amazing extent. She knew that and was doing it on purpose. Helpless, I released the inner padlock and opened the door. I know!
生存確認
Hi! My imoto desu! This lollipop runs as my little sister, 1 year younger.
呼んでるんだから返事くらいしてよねお兄死んじゃったかもって思ったじゃん
Every time we see each other, she starts complaining. As could be seen from how she stood with her hands on her hips and her head thrown back, she was a cheeky little brat. Her existence brought me 100 disadvantages and not one bit of benefit.
うわ相変わらず部屋の中汚ちょっとは片付けなよ
Nanami hopped on inside without obtaining my consent. It's because she's my little sister that she gets ahead of herself like this. When I see those guys who mow over her little sister types, I want to tell them at the top of my lungs. You've got to battle with the reality of it! Well, sister-in-law, I didn't think she had a bad face. Her kind of childish-looking face might be smacking her strike zone for lolly lovers. Love. As her blood-related brother, though, none of that mattered. Rather, it made me think of her as being babyish. No, I'm not even gonna say that sentence. That's disgusting to say about your sister! My god! I'm pretty sure my brother would not even think of that. By the way, I don't mind lollipops, as long as they're 2D.
カビくさお兄の部屋って相変わらず不潔掃除しろっていつも言ってるじゃんどうしてしないのまあどうせ掃除してくれる彼女なんかいないだろうしお兄ってズボラだからこうなるのは目に見えてるから
Ah, the overbearing little sister.
こうなったらやっぱりナナが掃除しに来てあげるしかない
Dude,
か
that
な
got suddenly cold.
だが断る。
なんでよ
お前に部屋荒らされたくない。
Isn't your room already messed up?
ひどい れがわざわざ生存確認しに来てあげてる妹に言うセリフ？
You yourself don't show your brother an ounce of respect. Besides, no one asked you to come check on my survival.
まったく、なんでこんな面倒ばっかりかけさせる兄弟と血つながってるんだろう。たまにやる。
I understand your pain, Nanami.
なんか喉乾いちゃった。飲み物もらうね。
Advancing further and further into the room, Nanami opened the fridge without asking permission.
コーラしかないじゃん。ミルクティーとか用意
Let's
し
see,
と
I
いて
think we went good last time, so this time it's bad.
知らんがな。
しょうがないな。じゃあコーラもらうね。
As usual, it looked like she had no intention of getting my approval first. Taking a plastic bottle of Coke, one that, by the way, I drunk from earlier, out of the fridge, she opened the lid, hesitated for a second, then gulped it straight down. Damn it, just who did that Nanami think she was? Someone like you deserves to drink too much Coke, ruin your stomach, and get carried off to the hospital. If so, I'd be able to get by without you threatening my peaceful time to myself. Would it ever really happen? Delusion time! The second I thought I heard Nanami suddenly let out a groan. The plastic bottle slipped out of her hand, sending Coke splashing all over the floor. It got on the manga magazines and CDs I left down there. Dude, you really need to clean up your room. I started to tell her not to contaminate my room, but instead I took a startled breath. Nanami's eyes peeled wide open. She pressed painfully at her own neck. Her mouth puckered open and shut like that of a carp. I think she's choking.
No.
She's choking! She spat out blood. Red, no more blackish than red. Blood mingled with the Coke on the floor. Nanami collapsed weakly on top of it. Okay, let's not help our little sister who's clearly dying! Her whole body convulsed and she began writhing in anguish. She dug her nails into her neck as though to tear to bits. Careless of the fact that her skirt had flipped up. No! 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 Stop thinking like that to your sister! It was a flippant analogy, but I thought blurrily that she was like a fish thrown up on deck. Why are we not helping her? I not knowing what to do. I covered my. Talking to me, you have no idea how much I want to take my hands and hold you by the neck and just. But even then, I could hear my little sister's dying screams. Shit! Sorry about that. This desk I'm using is also like part bookshelf, and one of the books fell off. Her face plastered with tears and drooling blood. Nanami finally stopped shuddering. You didn't do shit to help her! Why? I tentatively called out to her. No reaction. She lay splayed down, becoming red. The smell of ammonia stung my nose. Had it been Nanami who pissed herself, or had it been me? I tried poking her lightly in the shoulder. She didn't so much as twitch. It made me feel a little ill, but I brought my face as close to her mouth as I could. She wasn't breathing. She was dead. Nanami was dead. It resembled the death by poison often seen in TV dramas. Then the dots connected. I had poisoned the Coke to kill Nanami. Of course I had.
なぜ殺した?
Okay. Apparently that was a delusion. Though I'd imagined it myself, it certainly made me feel pretty bad. In other words, I'd overdone it. No matter how impertinent Nanami might act, I shouldn't have envisioned such a realistic manner of death for her. I should have stopped at something like whacking her with a wet noodle. You're not dead! Having finished drinking her coke, Nanami looked over at me curiously. Oh, I don't know, I was just imagining your death! I shook my head a little and said,
ごめん。
何が？
とにかくごめん。
Though it may have been part of a daydream, I put you through some awful stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah, and I didn't help you do shit! But that goes to show how much resentment's been building inside me in response to your insolence. I'd like you to understand that.
別に謝らなくてもいいのに。ミルクティーがないくらいでナナ怒
What
ら
is
ないよ。
milk tea?
それになんだかんだ言ってコーラも好きだし。
Oh wait, she drank the rest of my coke, you little bitch! I know it seems like Takumi's like being bipolar, but again, this is me trying to get into character with him. And it's like, this is probably how she would react. I take back what I said earlier. I had no reason to apologize to her. She tried to cut her stomach open and kill herself. Jesus Christ, Takumi. She had confirmed that I was still alive, so she had no reason to stay here. Why does she have to come up to my room each and every time?
お兄、
I
冷
know.
たい。
It looked like my words had hit her where it hurt. Glaringly, she pouted. It would be a hassle to deal with her, so I looked away.
せっかく心配して様子を見に来てあげてるのに。お兄ってずっとここに引きこもって誰とも喋らずに一日を終えちゃうこと
Just talking to people on line count.
女の子と話す機会だってどうせ全くないんだよね。
Shut up, stop jeering at me. I'm not into 3D girls, so there's no need for me to talk with them.
言ってみればお兄と話す女の子はナナだけってことじゃん。
If you are, that's embarrassing.
だからさ、もっとナナのこと大事にしてよ。そしたら女の子との接し方もちょっとは分かってくるはずだし。
As she spoke, Nanami picked up one of my figures. He caught it down from suicide for the light and scrutinized her intently. Don't unilaterally decide to touch one of my wives. I'll knock your lights out and get fingerprints on her!
あと、お兄は自分のことにもっと気を使って。こんなお人形さんに五つを抜かしてる場合じゃないよ。ナナはお兄の死体の第一発見者になんかなりたくない。
I'll admit, I would get pissed at Nanami for saying my figurines as dolls. What on earth was the sister am I trying to say? But at least she somehow started to give off the same kind of feeling as her mom, which is to say in conclusion, she's still obnoxious!
いいから帰れよ。
そんなに帰れ帰れ言わないでよ。お兄のバカ。まだこっちには用事が残ってるの。
Ugh, she was getting more and more hysterical. If I pissed her off any more than this, she'd go out of control. Chill out, self.
携帯買いに
Cell phone? What do I need a cell phone for?
は
What's she saying?
お父さんがそうしろって。お兄が携帯持てばいつでも生存確認できるじゃん。お金はナナが預かってきたから今から買いに行こうよ。今時携帯持ってない人なんていないよ。時代に取り
He's got two computers! Is that really left behind by the modern world? Shut up, you translation high school bitch. You're much weaker than me when it comes to being informed. I've got the net. Granted, it was given for contemporary high schoolers to have cell phones, but I didn't own one. I didn't have any opportunities to use one. There was no one for me to call or text. I didn't want to spend money on something I wouldn't use.
だから行こう。
Nanami returned the figure to its shelf and peered at my face.
どうせお兄は機種とかわかんないだろうからナナと同じ機種にしちゃいなよ。
Along with her words, she took her own cell phone out of her bag and held it out toward me as if she were offering me a pillbox.
ほら、これがナナの。色が可愛いでしょ。ついでだからストラップも
The froggy!
うわ という手抜きキャラ。
Fully.
What dingled down in front of her cell phone shop was a bizarre mascot character. On top of that, it looked awful, as if an amateur had designed it. Dude, this wasn't anywhere near the level lazily made or disturbing but cute.
手抜きじゃないもん。ゲロカエルにはこういうデザインなの。今すっごく流行ってるんだからね。
ゲロフロギー。
はあ、女子高生の流行なんてお兄が知ってるわけないか。そういうとこを直せば少しは女子と会話成立すると思うよ、きっと。
That's why I'm telling you to shut up, trend worshipper. What is this Geralt Froggy crap? Logically speaking, no matter how you look at it, this kind of thing would never start a fad. How sad for her, failing to realize that she's being controlled by the media.
っていうか、今はゲロカエルの話じゃなくて、いいから携帯買いに行こうよ。あ、別にお揃いがいいとか言ってるわけじゃないからね。家族で同じ機種だと基本料金が割引されるサービス。
You mean like the T-Mobile family plan?
家族で持ってないのはお兄だけなんだからね。
I don't know what is so
いらない。
なんで？お金はお父さんが出してくれるんだよ。
必要ない。
If anything, it would only get in the way. If I had a cell phone, Mom would make sure to call me every single day. If I ignored her, she'd obviously send Nanami out as her assassin again. It's sure to turn into more of a hassle than it already was before, and I had to be even more careful. I couldn't put up with that.
もう信じらんないよ、このバカ鬼。もう帰る。
ああ、そうしてくれ。
So mean! I opened the door so Nanami could go outside, but she didn't move. Shoulders shaking with anger, she burst out at me.
ほんとバカ、アホバカ鬼。駅まで送ってくれるとかしてよ。
嫌だね。
Why did I have to see her off today? I'd never done so at any of the other times she'd dropped by.
だって最近殺人事件とかで物騒じゃんか。こういう場合心配するのが兄弟ってもんでしょ。
For an instant, yesterday's events seemed about to revive at the back of my mind, and I frantically shook my head, sending that gruesome spectacle flying away.
どうでもいいし。
Surely the new gym perpetrator wasn't so idle and curious as to attack the babyish killer Nanami.
ありえない。ナナが死んでもいいって言う
Oh
んだ。
god, she's crying. Nanami was on the verge of tears. It looked like my words had seriously gotten her down. Serves you right. That's what you get for disturbing my peace. This is my quiet little form of revenge. How'd you like them apples? What the fuck?! So basically it's like, you would seriously not care if your little sister died?! Oh my god! We're dealing with a heartless bastard here! Oh god! We are so mean!
バカ、死んじゃえ。お兄なんか猟奇的に殺されちゃえ。
Pelting me with those parting lines, Nanami pushed me out of the way and hurtled out of the room. Jesus fucking Christ, I feel horrible! That strong period of time had finally come to an end. The room went silent as soon as Nanami left. It had to be like this, after all. This was my base. I couldn't let anything go on here that wasn't to my tastes. Seated in front of my PC, I moved the mouse minutely to make the status on the screensaver on my monitor go away. I tried to drink the Coke left on the table straight from the bottle, but it was empty.
しまった。これ、ナナミがさっき飲んだやつだ。
Ugh, that sucks. I had an indirect kiss with my little sister. To be honest, I was gonna actually say indirect kiss, and then it's like, oh. Okay, there is a question I want to know. Why the fuck are indirect kisses so much more important in Japan than it is in America? If Nanami were a little cute, I might have been able to... No. Nope. I'm sorry. Nope. oh shit, I'm sorry. I skipped that. Instead of going in the bag, it bounced off the wall and rolled under the bed. Whatever. Let's see, I better get back to immersing myself in ESO. I had to forget about reality and its aggravations ASAP. In truth, though, I was only able to stay in Basilad for one more day before my time there had to be interrupted. Alright, I think I'm gonna end it here. Yeah. Alright, so that was Chaos Head Part 3. Hope you enjoyed it. Basically, we learned that Takumi is a heartless bastard. We met Nanami, and, yeah. Yep, and then we met the demon girl. Basically. So basically later tonight there's gonna be another video going up of Katawa Shoujo Part 5, I believe. And hopefully we'll get to meet some new characters, but yeah. So basically, next week, schedule should be back to normal. And all that other good stuff. Alright, so, that was part 3 of Chaos Head. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned to Chaos Head Part 4, where we'll get to meet more interesting characters. This was Pika, and I hope to see you again soon. See ya!